It's 4:06 right now. I intended to start the live stream at 4 o'clock, but it's not that easy to get these things started. I wanted to do the horizontal screen, obviously, for YouTube, and it took me a couple of tries. Like, I selected to go to horizontal, but then it still told me vertical was best. I'm live here on the streets of Shenzhen. I'm at a random street. I've never ridden a bicycle in this area. I can see across the street there behind me. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. If the orange safety vests, those are DD drivers that are waiting for a drunk driver to ask them to drive them home, which is pretty common here. So I'm going to try to make sure that I put the camera in the right direction. Here's a couple of ladies on the way home. I'm going to try to put the camera in the right direction today. That's the kind of mistake you only make once. I realize there's probably nobody in here right now. That's fine. I'm going to go for a ride anyway, whether anybody's in here or not. But let me try to put this camera on here, and then we'll get started. Like I said, I'm in a random area I've never been to before. You're not on the helmet yet. I'm still using the helmet cam thing. I think that worked okay. At least the phone didn't fall out of the helmet cam last time. I'm trying to check the angle, make sure we've got a decent angle, and don't want it pointed down too far at the road. Maybe point it up slightly. I apologize. I can't see if anybody leaves a comment. I have no idea how to do the on-screen live chat, or to have it show up after when I obviously go back and look for it to see if anybody left a message. I do have an announcement I'll be making in a little bit in case somebody shows up not right away here. So it's like, hold on, let me check the time now. Okay, so we're at 4:09. I intended to start at 4 o'clock. I'm hoping to get about an hour ride in. If anybody wants to hang out for that and see the streets of Shenzhen, random roads. I'll probably be lost by the end of this, but don't worry about that. I have a phone on my head, and later I'll take it down to do GPS. So I'm thinking the helmet's going to sit about like this on my head, so that's probably down a little too far. Let me try like that. Okay, I think that might be better. Of course, I could probably change camera settings as well, but we're live. We're on the streets of Shenzhen at 4 o'clock in the morning, or a little bit after 4. The helmet is on my head. Okay, so I got to put a safety light on my back, one of those flashing lights. It's best if nobody hits me while I'm making a video. See if I can get this light working here. I brought two in case the first one. Okay, there's the first. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the safety light I'm going to put on my back. And I'm going to be using my helmet. My front light, my headlight that I have on my bike. Turn that on now. Okay, if you can see that. Now, the one thing about making these videos, I got a bottle of ice water here, which last time I went out for a ride, it was turned into complete warm water by the time of the end of an hour. So better get a drink out of it now while it's still cold before I start riding. Okay. Oh, that's good. So, got my ice water. The helmet's on my head. Sorry, I can't see what it's looking at or see if it's pointed up or down or on an angle. I got my headlight. I got my rear safety light on. And one thing I will mention, you can see it's kind of busy here in this area at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why that taxi driver stopped there. Did he hit that bike? Well, that's a police motorcycle. And there's even a cop in the booth. You see that little booth with the scrolling red red characters, red Chinese characters. That's a police booth on the corner for traffic. And somebody's in there right now, and that's his bike. Actually, I think it's a stupid way to park his bike right on the street like that, and it's all black. That doesn't make much sense to me. The taxi driver, I think, is actually stopped there as well, probably looking for a fare or a ride, somebody looking for a ride. Kind of a busy area, so he'll probably find a customer. So I'm going to get started here, and I was going to mention one of the really good things about doing these live streams, especially while I'm using the helmet cam, is that I'm wearing a helmet. I mean, normally when I'm riding a bicycle, I don't wear a helmet. Even, I had the helmet with me to ride to get to this area. I didn't wear the helmet. You can see a lot of stuff still open here. Let's check it out. Some guys just sitting there drinking. Actually, I don't see much that's closed at 4 o'clock in the morning. I am going to be trying to move my head slowly. It's not the easiest thing to do. Sometimes you need to look around quickly. If you're riding a bike, I don't know if I can get through here. Whoa, ow! Little bump there. Sorry about that. Now, I've noticed when I watched the last video, there was quite a bit of bumping around on the camera. So, I don't know, I could put the helmet a little tighter or something, but it was mainly when I was going over bumps. So, you're looking at the streets of Shenzhen, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's probably maybe 4:15 by now. There's a fence up ahead, so I got to go around. Cop sitting there at the store playing his phone. There's no these guys are black taxis, or e-bike taxis. It looks like this street doesn't go very far. So, do you know what my fear factor is? My fear factor is about 0. Did I put the camera on the right way? Jeez. Oh, there's a guy with the saxophone. I think he goes from restaurant to restaurant looking for tips. Oh, it looks like this street might not go anywhere. And there's a lot of action on the street. Maybe I'll ride back up on the other side of the street. Yeah, it doesn't look like this. Really, I could probably go up that hutong there. But this might be a little more fun, and then we'll go down to another street. Because we got a bunch of people here. I'd like to see if that saxophone guy starts playing. So it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Everyone here has been drinking. It's going to be hard to get through this on a bicycle. But I'm going to try it. Hope this is high enough for my camera to get through. So there's another person, there's a guitar player. Goes restaurant to restaurant. So this street is alive at 4 o'clock in the morning. It won't be the same for all streets that we visit because I plan to head down some hutongs. I don't know, is this a hutong here? Looks like it might be, where the taxi's kind of blocking it off. So let's head down here into the darkness. So I'm trying to find a better and better place to put my my button for my horn, so it's more and more convenient. A couple of delivery guys. Not much going on down here. Like I said, this is a hutong. This is just a very small street. In general, one car can pass, and from time to time there's a space where a car could pull over and let another car pass. So, a little bit of a hutong here. So I apologize if anybody's in the room or in the video or in the live stream. I can't see. It's on my head. I can't see the phone. Sorry, I turned my head pretty quick there. I have no idea where I'm going. There's a couple cats coming out of the garbage. This looks like it might be another dead end here. It's hard to tell sometimes because some of these hutongs are pretty small. Yeah, I've come down a dead end. So let me spin it around here. Oh, it's somebody else's bike. Okay, here we go. Try to find some other place to go here. But yeah, you don't have to really fear anywhere here for some reason. And I'm gonna say for some reason because I was in Hong Kong day before yesterday, or I guess that would be, yeah, because it's 4 in the morning. It's now Wednesday morning here, 4 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday night, I suppose you could call it, some people would. Yeah, I was in Hong Kong on Monday for the day. And I'm bringing that up for a couple of reasons. One reason is that Hong Kong is not near as safe as any place I've been in mainland China. I gotta tell you, at one point I was making a video, just minding my own business, taking some video, and some guy comes up from behind me and he goes, can you help me? I mean, I have no idea who the guy was. Caught me off guard that there was a guy there at all. And the guy's like, can you help me? You know, I'm making a video, so you can see I've got my, it's in it with a phone. I had it in a gimbal. And he goes to shove he had a tall milk carton, or carton of milk, a tall carton of milk he was holding. Shoves it into my camera frame. And he's saying something. I'm not sure which language he was using. Kind of a weird looking dude. And you know, I didn't feel that safe. I actually right away, I mean, the guy looked kind of weird. But right away, this is in Hong Kong. Right away, I had to wonder how long was the guy behind me. I was wearing a backpack with some equipment in it. And right away I was worried about my equipment. And as I looked around, there were some other really weird characters. Okay, here's the one beautiful thing about riding at 4 o'clock in the morning. Traffic lights have almost no meaning. Even though I'm back at the corner with the police booth. You can see the police motorcycle on the road. You can see the guy in the booth who's not paying any attention. So I've decided to cross the road, go the other way. So I think one thing about these kind of videos is probably some wind going on in the background there. So anyway, yeah, it's no shortage of those kind of freaky looking characters in Hong Kong. There's a couple of really pretty girls over there. But they're all foreigners. All the weirdest looking people in Hong Kong tend to be foreigners. Big speed bump there. And sometimes I don't feel safe. I definitely don't feel safe leaving my belongings anywhere in Hong Kong. You know, like even putting stuff down a couple of feet away from me and making a video not looking at my stuff. I don't feel safe doing that. I'll make sure that some part of my body is touching my stuff, the bag or whatever. This street is much quieter. You do have some party goers over there across the road. And I'm going to try to find some hutongs here shortly because there's too many speed bumps on these main roads. I think it makes for a bumpy video. So So yeah, if anybody's in the room, this is the time I'm going to make the announcement, the formal announcement. Sorry, I moved my head kind of fast there. I'm going to make the formal announcement now. From my previous live stream, I was making the claim that I am the original China live stream cyclist. I made that claim. If you watched the earlier video or if you were in the live stream, you might have seen that. And at the time, I totally believed that. And even though only 30 to 40 people saw that video, which way do we go here? Let's go this way. It looks a little more lively. Even though 30 or 40 people only saw that video, maybe even to date today, so yeah, there's a grocery store already open, but that's pretty normal because I get deliveries through the night. Some people over here drinking. So yeah, we were doing a big announcement here. I think I got the camera facing the right way, but now it's, you know how you double guess yourself? That's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm thinking, oh shit, maybe I did it again. Maybe you can only see this stuff as I pass. Looks like a cop coming up ahead here on a police motorcycle. So, turns out, amongst the 30 to 40 people who saw that original video, one person had seen someone else do a live stream from China on a bicycle. Amazing. I mean, I was just floored by that. I'm very happy about it to find another person. I'm even happier that it's a girl, so I can still be China's original male live stream cyclist. And until, somebody else pops up with that one, because if only 30 or 40 people watched that other video and they knew somebody who did a live stream before me, saw a video about that. This guy's being real loud on his phone. So there must be other people that have done live streams on bicycles. That's my guess, just based on that statistic of 30 to 40 people watching my video and haven't seen someone else do a live stream on a bicycle from China. But until somebody says something, I'm the first male. The first female, I believe that YouTube is not, I think YouTube is not her forte. I think she does a bunch of other social media like Twitch, I think. I don't even know what Twitch is. I've never been there. But Instagram and other places I think she uploads. But I did watch a video of hers on YouTube, which was just amazing. It was only one of those shorts, a YouTube short, where she actually took a hit for a little kid. She was riding her bike, doing a live stream, and then she saw a little kid coming and dumped her bike. Whoa. She dumped her bike, probably got a little bit injured, but missed the kid that was running across the street in front of her. Get under these trees here. Okay, so I think her channel on YouTube is called G's Giselle. I will be putting the link in the description of this video. I'd probably pop in her live stream, but I'd probably pop in her YouTube short. But I've never tried to edit a YouTube live stream. I know I can edit the title and the description, of course. So I will put her link in the description. Okay, where are we going here? So like I said, one of the best things about making a video at 4 in the morning is traffic lights mean nothing. You do still have to look just to check you're not going to get hit by a car. But generally, there's no meaning to the traffic lights. All these people that talk about, what is it called again? You lose points. It's bullshit. I'm on the wrong side of the road and just ran a red light. So what's going to happen? They're going to come in. Well, this guy thinks I don't see him, maybe. They're going to come tomorrow to my door and tell me my points are reduced. I don't think so. I'd like to get to the other side of the street, but this is quite common here in China, because they don't want people just crossing the street willy-nilly wherever they want. So they put up these fences, and often there's gardens out there. So that's what you got here. There's no way. I mean, there may be a hole in the fence there somewhere that some local has done to be able to not have to go to the end of the road. Couple waiting for a bus. I think that's a little early. But you see these fences in the middle of the road. That is the main reason. I mean, they're everywhere. That is the main reason that everybody has to do U-turns. And you know, when Chinese people go to the West, and I think they get a lot of the bad rap for driving because of that. They're just used to doing U-turns everywhere. See, there probably should be a U-turn right here, but there isn't. And it looks like a heck of a thing just to get on the other side of the road. So they're not wanting to make this easy. They don't want people on bikes just to fly across the road right out in front of traffic. So you can see you got this kind of a maze thing going here. Back up on the sidewalk, we got a few people up here still awake and partying. See if you can see them. So I think generally in the West, if there's tables of people that have been drinking till 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, put a comment in the comment section if you think I'm wrong. But if you ride by tables of people in the West that have been drinking till 4 o'clock in the morning, and they see you with a camera on your head, there's a good chance you might take a bit of flack for that. You know, maybe not physical. We got here a hotel. Okay, I can't take too much time looking at stuff. Like, this is Xinqiao Wei Hotel. But I have to pay attention where I'm going, obviously. A little bit of construction here. Okay, no idea where I am right now. It's like another hotel across the road. Okay, we're gonna go to the other side of the street because it looks more lively. And we're gonna hit the sidewalk. Get out here in front of this truck. So I made my big announcement about Giselle being China's first. I mean, until someone else comes along. Being China's first. She's the original China live stream cyclist. Congratulations to her. Again, link in my description of this video to Giselle. If you can, check her out if you're on those other social media things like Instagram and Twitch or whatever else she goes on. Check her out. Give her a subscribe. She seems pretty awesome from what I've seen. I have watched some of her stuff, but I was really amazed by the one where she dumps her bike to avoid hitting some little kid. That's pretty cool. But yeah, she definitely beat me to it. And from what I understand, she does like 16, 17, 18-hour live streams on her bicycle. I don't think she's always in China The video that I think is her most recent video, I was looking at the other day. I think she's in Montreal, Canada. So I'm not sure. She appears to be from Chinese background, but I don't know if she lives in Canada or if she lives somewhere else. I don't know where she's from. Don't know enough about her, but I do know she beat me to the punch with this whole live stream thing. So the weather here this morning is just awesome for cycling. Shenzhen, 4 o'clock in the morning. Here we got a couple of girls having a snack. They don't look like they're drinking, but those guys, I don't see any beers on the table either. Let's try down here. This looks kind of Hutong-ish. It's kind of a big street for a Hutong, but what the heck? Let's take a look. Yeah, there's pretty much nowhere. The speech thing is, 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't even think I've combed my hair yet, but anyway. I don't think there's anywhere in China that I've been that I feel unsafe. Sounds like something going on down there. Maybe I should go look. This is like, I don't know. I guess the closest thing I could say, this is the closest thing to strip malls. It looks really old, kind of run down. But see, I mean, it's a cul-de-sac, so obviously the people that are drinking down at the end are going to have the upper hand on me if they don't want to be on video. So I can get through here. I can get through here. No, I can't. Oh. Can't get through there. Oh, yeah. People drinking till it's got to be 4:30 in the morning by now. On a cul-de-sac. So they're probably from this neighborhood. That's my best guess, because personally, I wouldn't even know there's a restaurant / bar down there. By the looks of these buildings here, doesn't look like much. Probably the rent is cheap, that's my guess. Let's take a look down this one, see what's down here. And open at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30. I think the first one, yeah, that's a restaurant. Still open. Oh, it's a internet cafe. Here's a little factory. 4 o'clock in the morning, still running. Here's another one. Very dirty. But people wonder how they make so much cheap stuff here in China. Well, here you go. They got a lot of these really little shops. Not well maintained, probably older equipment. Yeah. So this is a Wangba internet cafe / restaurant. I think they serve food, or maybe the place next door does, as you can see on the signs here. Let me just take a quick peek inside, see if there's any people in there at 4 o'clock in the morning or 4:30. Let me tell you, it's 4:36. Oh yeah, we got a dozen people, 10 people over there. The computers look like probably a little on the older side. Chairs look very comfortable. We got the owner here, and fighting game. This guy's just playing on his phone. So it's mostly first person fighting, I guess. I don't know, is that what you call that? I'm not really into that stuff. And it kind of amazes me, like I think internet cafes in most of the world went away with wireless Wi-Fi. But I think some of these places still exist because the The computer itself is probably made for gaming. Not to mention that some of the people that go to those may not have a home computer. Maybe they just have a phone. I think you'd be hard pressed to find someone that doesn't have a phone. But there may be some people that don't have a computer at home. And they would go to those places. There's a dog on the road sleeping. Buddy. Okay, so let's see, what side of the road should I pass this? We've got like a blocked off parking area here. Let this guy behind me go first. Yeah, you gotta go. I don't know, is this like a school or something? So we're at what, 4:40 in the morning. My camera's still there. I think I didn't hear it fall off. Yeah, it's still there. Actually, I can probably feel whether, yeah, I got it on the right way. Pointing the right way. But now that I've touched the screen, you know, when you touch your phone screen, I don't know if it's touch something wrong. Maybe I'm not even filming anymore, but I'm gonna have to trust that I am. I'm gonna go at least another 20 minutes. If anybody's in here, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you. I hope it's interesting. I try to find, I'm going to try to look for things that are interesting all the time. Although, some people want to see these little hutongs and stuff here. This looks like it might be a temple. Let's go in and check it out. Oh, it's probably just a closed community. Oh no, there is a temple here. Yeah, that's a temple right there. Meow. And this is, okay, it's like an old community, but not as old as a lot of them. Gotta watch for overhead wires to take my phone off my head. Okay, so here's an exit here. It's a closed community. You can ride down the hutongs and those as well if you like, but with my loud voice, probably not the best thing at night. Some people sitting there. Big bump, big bump. And the end. It's going a little too fast for this time of night. Okay, you've got a city worker. Looks like he's parking his bike, or he's getting on his bike. Go somewhere. No idea where I am right now. I've never been here. So this is new for both of us. City worker getting ready to start working. Looking for his lighter so he can light up his cigarette. I am riding kind of slow. Actually, why don't we go down that hutong I just passed. There probably won't be that much exciting down there, but you can see that they're even going down these hutongs. Like, this is not wide enough here for two cars. It might be if they move those blocks there. So this is maybe a back alley. Back alley of these homes here, I guess. Yeah, so not so exciting, not that interesting. But nonetheless, it's a clear indication of the safety level here, I think. I don't know. I hear a lot of people going on about, people making videos saying China's so safe. Whoa, these are real hutongs here. I lived in Taiwan for several years, so I know what that's like. I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was dirtier than the mainland. The people were very similar, actually. In some ways, I found that more stereotypical Chinese, what do you call it? Attributes, or, they did a lot of the same stuff. The factory I was working for in Taiwan actually was making copy products, not all. I was gonna go down there, there's nowhere to go. Oh! Okay. So they were, one of the molds that we had was for, I was doing die casting over there. So one of the molds was for a stapler, like not a stapler you use on your desk, one they use in construction. And looking at the mold, I mean, I know a lot about die casting and molds and stuff. And this was a brand new mold, but they had copied it so well. I forget the name of the brand we were copying, but they copied it so well that they even copied the cracks in the mold from the original. So expert copy people. Again, that was in Taiwan. As far as feeling safer than mainland China, I'm going to say no. I wasn't safer than mainland China. I didn't feel unsafe, but I must say, it was pretty easy to find drugs in Taiwan. And I ended up getting a dealer over there. I mean, just marijuana, but who was even growing it, right at his home. And he had a ground floor. It wasn't really an apartment, so I guess it's kind of more like a home, but like a row of homes. He was growing it there, so much so that at one point he brought over this huge plant in a garbage bag. I mean, I didn't have to go get it or anything. He wasn't fearful. He brought it to my home, and it was actually pretty good. But he was having stuff delivered apparently from the US. At least that's what he told me. And he said the way he was doing that, he would put, I think, the address next door, but he would put his name. Sounds a little fishy to me. Like, I don't know if I believe that. But he also said they just threw it over he had like a fence out in front. He said they threw it over the fence and he just had to go out there and get it. I don't know how much I believe about that, but the guy was a legit dealer and a school teacher. I haven't really kept up with him. I have heard of him in the last couple of years. And I heard that he's still there. Look at this street. Nothing. No partying going on down here. It's kind of sad. Still have no idea where I am. You're on a live stream with me in the streets of Shenzhen. I believe it's still between 4 and 5 in the morning. And I have no clue where I am. So the only danger here would be traffic, but even that's really reduced at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like I said, for a cyclist, the traffic lights basically have no meaning. Or if you're walking, same thing. Social credit points. That's what it's called. I forgot earlier when I was talking about it. Boy, if they actually have a social credit program, when I do go out for rides often, especially at night or in the early morning, mainly because of the weather at that time of day. Actually, this has been the coolest beginning of June in the 14 years that I've been here. I believe right now it's about 21 degrees Celsius. It's just awesome temperature. And the mornings are generally cooler, especially before the sun comes up, which is the main reason I go out. But a secondary reason that I go out before 4 o'clock in the morning, or around 4 o'clock in the morning, is that traffic lights have no meaning. You do have to pay attention where you're going, get out of this guy's way. The guy didn't have his directional on, but he was turning. Okay, so I I see some really tall buildings here. These are 30, 40 stories. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera. I can't see if anybody's here, or I can't see where the camera's pointing, and I can't see what you can see. I can tell you one thing for damn sure. The phone is much better for nighttime, for making videos at nighttime than a GoPro. Wasn't long ago I was in Dongguan and I wanted to go out at 4 in the morning and go for a walk, make a video. Took a GoPro and I had my phone, obviously. I always have my phone with me, but I couldn't see anything on the GoPro. It was actually, it was useless. So I switched over to the phone, and it was literally like night and day. It was like night and day. You could actually see. Let's ride through this giraffe here. Oh no, I'm not going to, because looks like there's no real way for me to get up there without going upstairs. I don't feel like going upstairs. So yeah, the GoPro, couldn't see it all. Oh, here I can go take a ride through the giraffe. Can you see the giraffe? Giant giraffe here in front of the McDonald's. McDonald's, apparently this one's not 24 hours a day. This is a more modern strip mall by the looks of it. Some of these, it's very dark here, very dark. I don't know if you can tell that by the phone, but I'm gonna say if you're homeless, there's some comfortable chairs there and whatnot. Everything's closed. It's nice and dark. There's areas like right there where you're out of the rain. Plenty of areas where you're out of the rain, and some areas that have chairs. I think if you're homeless, this would be a pretty decent place to hang out until they kick you out in the morning. I didn't see any homeless people. Not to say that there's no homeless people. I have seen homeless people in China. Here's a security guard. He's being real good. He's not playing his phone. So I have seen homeless here. But in my opinion, they're different than homeless people that I would see in the West. I'll give you a couple of examples. There was a couple of times, this happened more than once, that I find a homeless person or somebody I assume is homeless because they're sleeping, like in a park or on a park bench. And they got like a bag, it looks like maybe some clothes beside them. Here's a park here. Maybe we could ride through there and see if there's any homeless in there. As soon as this guy doesn't hit me, girl. Yeah, here's a park. See if we find any homeless. Again, this is probably the number one spot, especially in this kind of weather, 21 degrees Celsius, no rain. Excellent time to sleep in the park. So anyway, yeah, I run across, on a couple of occasions, not in the same place, in different places, people sleeping outside with what looks like some belongings, probably not all, maybe all their belongings, I don't know. And, they're sleeping. I'm gonna go up this just for the hell of it. Don't know if I can make it all the way up in this gear. No. Let me walk it a little bit. I should have changed the gear before I came up. I think from here you can see the whole park. I guess, is that a word, amphitheater? It looks like a amphitheater type seating over there, which would be maybe a place that I would sleep. If I was sleeping outside, if there's a bench near, I'll see if I can see a place that I can give you as an example. If there's a place that's like a bench near, like a, boxed flower bed beside you. Okay, I'm up at the top here. Don't see anyone at all, actually. I'm gonna not say homeless because there's nobody. But here's this amphitheater area, or what I'm going to call amphitheater. Okay, how do I get down from here? So yeah, these homeless people that I saw, they're sleeping. So I think, sorry to break up the story that happens when you're live and you're on a bicycle. So I run across a guy on a couple of occasions. Like, this bench isn't too bad, but I mean, it's right there on the grass, so I wouldn't sleep there because I would think that maybe I'll wake up with ants in my pants. But yeah, I see these people sleeping, a couple of people, not at the same time, different occasions. They're sleeping, and I think to myself, oh, I'm going to be that good Samaritan. I'm going to go buy them breakfast. Man, on the one occasion, I had to look forever. It took a long time to find breakfast for them. But I found them some breakfast. I bought them, some pretty decent stuff. A couple of tea eggs and a sandwich and a roll and this other steamed type. I think it's mostly flour, but it has egg on it, a little bit of meat, and they put some flavored sauce on it. I bought them one of those. I mean, it's minimal cost. We're talking, I don't know what it was, maybe 10 RMB, something like that for everything. But I bring it back, and just as a coincidence, the guy just happened to be getting up. Again, this happened on more than one occasion. Not exactly the same way, but this guy's waking up. And so, I'm thinking, wow, this guy's going to be so thankful that I'm bringing him breakfast. And I set it down beside him. What does he do? I don't know if you want to take a guess. He ran away. He wanted nothing to do with the free breakfast that I brought. Nothing. Ran away. So I kept yelling at him to eat it. Like my Chinese is not I'm not the best. I'm not the most fluent Chinese speaker, but I do know a lot of words, and I can definitely say, I bought this for you. It's breakfast. Please eat it. It's good. He had none of that. He just ran away, and I'm yelling at him as he runs away that this breakfast is for him. Wanted nothing to do with it. And that's the experience I've had on a couple of occasions that, I go out to get some breakfast for somebody that I see that looks like they're really down on their luck, sleeping outside, and they don't want it. So, this looks like all construction here. I don't know if I can go through here. Is this a new road? If it's a new road, there's nothing down here. Actually, the beginning of a new road. So I'm going to start to head back. I know if I go back and see things that I've already seen, I'm probably on my way home. But literally, I have no idea. I will go a little further. I have no idea how exactly to get home from where I am right now. So yeah, I was just talking about, actually, one other thing I'll mention about, some people are going to call them homeless. I'm going to say temporarily homeless. I don't know if you've ever heard of a guy called Winston Sturzel. In several videos, he makes the claim that he was homeless in China at one point. Gives it different qualifications on different occasions. I think one time he said he spent one night in McDonald's. Another time he said he spent 2 nights in McDonald's, but qualified himself as homeless in those videos that he talked about it. So, on the topic of homeless, I'm going to say that's the most common place that you're going to find that kind of homeless, a temporarily homeless person, maybe lost their job, maybe came to Shenzhen to find work, have no place to stay and not a lot of money, or maybe just somebody really cheap. If there was a KFC around here, I would pull right up to the window, and I can almost guarantee you we would see somebody with their head down on the table. I can't say I would guarantee that. Maybe it depends on the area that you go to. So it looks like they're planning on a bunch of roads going that way through at least a big hill or a mountain here, because they've started a couple of roads. They got a traffic light there already, and the road is only about 10 meters long. But you could come back here in 6 months. There might be like a really busy road there. That's how China is. So it would be really cool right now in the next few minutes. I think it must be getting close to 5 o'clock. So we've done maybe almost an hour now. Live stream from 4 in the morning or 5 minutes after 4 in the morning to now on the streets of Shenzhen, China. I was going to say it would be very cool if I ran into a KFC and I could either prove or disprove what I just said. Okay, you're going to have to forgive me. This looks like I'm almost going into nowhere. I can't see much going on up here. This road looks wide enough on both sides of the road, 3 lanes. Seems like there might be some action or activity down here. I hope that I can find a KFC. That would be so cool. Okay, so here goes some more social credit points. God. Oh. Light changed for me. Okay. We'll go a little further. So it will take me a little bit to get home after this ride, but may go and see. So more construction over there. Can't really see what it is. I hope the ride has been relatively, I mean, of course, interesting, but not too bumpy. I hope, the camera's not jumping around so much. I'll take a look at it later, and I'll probably look for an alternate method. I don't know, you think mounted on the chest would be better? If you're in here, maybe post a comment. I will see it later. If you're watching this after the live stream's down or already posted, you can add your comment, what you think. How would you do a live stream on a bicycle so that there's not many bumps? That's the worst part. I mentioned in the last live stream that there's all kinds of different mounts for your handlebars. I have one on there right now, which is great for GPS, but it's useless as a camera. You can imagine just how much it actually reflects the bumps that you go over. Useless. So, kind of a back street here. So yeah, I think we've probably been going nearly an hour. This looks like some kind of city worker here. Or maybe he's a security guard for that building. Got a store or a restaurant open for the morning. Heavy wind coming in now, sorry about that. Can't control it. I'm coming up to a road that seems to, be crossways to the wind, so maybe it'll cut it back a bit. As I mentioned earlier, I am totally lost in this area. I have no idea where I am. But don't worry about me. I've got a phone on my head which will transform into a GPS as soon as I stop this live stream. So I'm hoping to run this at least for an hour. Must be coming up on an hour by now, I think. Oh, one thing I was going to mention. The next time you see any anti-China people, I mean, I know people probably who watch my stuff don't really watch the anti-China stuff, but sometimes if you watch anything about China, maybe some of that stuff gets recommended to you. Next time you see any of them mentioning gutter oil, stop the video. Click off it. Click off the video. It's total BS. I can tell you this much. Since the virus, I think I wasn't monitoring it before and I'm not monitoring it now, but I'm pretty sure this started during COVID. That they started pressure washing every single gutter, or where you would put gutter oil. They started pressure washing those every morning. The restaurant getting ready for a morning crush. So like that over there, that I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing, but a gutter there. That'll be washed every single morning. I can't guarantee that there's chemical. There's another gutter right there, what I would call a gutter. Somebody could open that and scoop out oil. Doesn't happen. If you see anybody say that, it's because they haven't been to China in years. For the last several years, especially since COVID, they pressure wash every gutter on every street. Now I'm out maybe about an hour early to show you that. You won't be able to see that. This is a really well lit kind of small street here. But I can't guarantee 100% that there's chemicals in the pressure wash liquid, and whatever chemical is in there, I think it's a minimal amount. But I 100% believe that like I said, I can't prove it, but I 100% believe there's a slight amount of chemical in the pressure washer water. And it's not only there, to sanitize the gutter. They use those pressure washers to clean every street as well. Like you can see, look how clean these streets are. That's because they're basically all pressure washed every day. So you can see the paint. They do end up having to paint more frequently than probably back home, because pressure washers tend to tear that up. Hey, what's this guy doing? So he's repairing something. Oh, he's got major tools out here. Get under this thing. Yeah, so every street, every block, everything's pressure washed. All these gutters are pressure washed every day. And I think it's with a light chemical, so, as far as gutter oil, those guys don't know what they're talking about. Maybe when they were here, there was such a thing, but it's a thing of the past. Got a couple of big bumps here. Oh, another one. All right, let me take a quick peek at my Shobiao, my watch. May switch over to GPS and go back home here shortly. Let's see. It is 5. Wow. I think I'm pretty good at telling the time. I wanted to ride for about an hour, and right now it's 5:05. I believe I started at 4:06. So damn. I think I'm in the middle of nowhere. Run this for another minute to get to 1 hour. Then I'm gonna take the phone off my head, mount it to my handlebar mount, and then I'm gonna turn on the GPS and look to see how to get back home. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to do. I am wearing a Garmin sports watch, and before I came out, I had planned to put it on bicycle mode so that I could maybe add the route in later. I've never tried to edit a live stream, so I'm not sure how well they can be edited. Or, you know, if you can't even add and subtract. The G's Giselle that I mentioned earlier, if you were in the stream at that time, I mentioned who is the current, until someone else comes forward, she is the current original China live stream cyclist, who I'm going to put a link in my description for this video. I will post a follow-up video that includes that clip from her, the 1-minute live stream, where she dumps her bike to avoid hitting some little kid. So I will be posting that too. It'll be a separate video because I don't know. I think in order to edit a live stream, I probably have to screen capture or download the entire 1-hour video onto my device and then make some editing, then upload it again. I'm not going to do that. I will, you know, just leave the live stream as it is, and then I will add another separate video. It'll be much shorter, of course, with her clip. And I can't remember right now, but there was a couple of things I wanted to follow up from this ride. Factory going already. Yeah, sorry, I can't tell you much about where I am, the area, what we're looking at. I have no idea where I am. Literally lost. Oh, my water bottle fell off. Oh, damn, it's probably melted by now. But I went over a big enough bump and my water bottle holder, there's a tiny bit of ice still in it. My water bottle holder is actually made for a much larger bottle. So I'm gonna end it here. You can see I've got these, I don't know, a lot of the bicycles today, they didn't have these when I was a kid. I don't know if you can see that, but we put a light on it and you can see they did not have this when I was a kid, or maybe they did, but only for really rich people. I don't know if where the camera's pointing, but they got disc brakes. You see how fast I stopped, and I wasn't even really trying. Front and back disc brakes, it's so cool. Really stops hard. So I wasn't really trying, but if I wanted to, I could jam this thing up real quick. If you just use the front brakes, you'll probably fly over the handlebars. Anyway, there's the bike. If you can see it, it's parked. I'm dying to get a drink of that water. It's still a tiny bit of ice in it. I will get that little bit of ice down my throat here shortly. Thank you for coming into the live stream. I'm almost 100% sure I got the camera facing the right way this time. I'm lost. I'm gonna go to GPS. Let me get this thing off my head. Okay, I am sweating a little bit, but I always bring sweat rags with me, even though it's, like I said, I think it's about 21 degrees Celsius. There's a slight breeze. It's very comfortable. Tianxi Henshufu here in Shenzhen, China this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. If you were in the live stream, if anybody was, I forgot, one thing I forgot to mention during the live stream, don't add it to the live stream chat, but put it in the comments if you want to suggest a time or day of the week. I probably won't go out every day of the week. I do ride, from time to time just without a video. Obviously, this is only my second live stream. But, like I balk at it sometimes, like last night. This morning I had no problem. I was, going to go for a ride. If anybody's there, they're there. If nobody comes into the stream, that's fine. But last night I'm thinking, why should I wake up early in the morning? Nobody's going to watch anyway. Even after I post it, maybe 30 people watch. Who cares? People watch, they watch. I hope to, show people something interesting or maybe make them feel comfortable about Shenzhen. And as I go to other places in China, make you feel comfortable about that too. But just one thing I wanted to mention there, that if you have a preferred time or day of the week that you'd like me to go out, please add it to the comments. Don't add it to the live chat. I'm not even sure. You know, I'm new to this live stream. I have done a few of them, but I'm new to it. So trying to figure out how to make sure that the live chat shows up. Last time, you know, I clicked on the video after I got home and there was no live chat. And then the next day I clicked on it again. It was there. So I scrolled through to see if anybody had written any comments. And much to my surprise, there was a couple of comments in the live chat. So I'm not sure if I go to it again, will the live chat still be there? I don't know if there's a way to turn that on and off. I don't know. I'm fairly new to it. Today I had a hell of a time getting it to stay on horizontal. Had to keep going back to settings. I think it even made like a 10-second video before as I'm trying to get it to go to horizontal, but I think either a car or something's coming up behind me. I can hear something. Truck. Okay, that's a city garbage vehicle, so they're getting started on the day. I don't know if you can see it there. All battery operated. They'll go around, collect the garbage, and take it to a central garbage crushing area. Then a big truck will come up and pick up a bigger container, much bigger container. Anyway, let me not go into that. Maybe sometime we'll go by one of these garbage places and we'll see it. But I'm going to end this. I'm going to stop yapping away. If anybody's in here, thanks for joining me. I don't know where you are or what time it is where you are, but right here in Shenzhen, China, it's probably about 4:10 or 4:15, or sorry, 5:10 or 5:15 in the morning. I enjoyed going around. Sometimes you have a little trouble speaking at this time of the day, but I enjoyed going around on this bike ride. If anybody was in here, welcome and thank you for joining me. So I'm going to try to figure out how to stop this video and see you next time if you want to come around again. Let me see. It's not always the easiest thing here to stop this. How do I do it now? Okay. X. Push the X.